Hello everyone, welcome to Geology Concepts. I'm here to discuss the IIT JAM examination pattern and process involved in the admission and what are the courses provided by this examination. I hope you all are doing fine and healthy in your home. So let's get started. So as you already know, JAM stands for Joint Admission Test for MSc. So you get to get admissions in the premier institutes of our nation, which are IITs and IISc, for post graduations in various programs such as the MSc, Joint MSc and PhD, dual degree, etc. Right. So the pattern of the examination is very simple. The time allotted to you is 180 minutes, that is 3 hours, in which you have to attempt 60 questions for 100 marks. These 60 questions are then subdivided into three sections A, B, and C, in which A section consists of 30 MCQ questions, which are multi correct questions. Only one option will be correct, but there will be multi choice, right? These 30 questions are both 1 mark and 2 marks and also carries negative marking. Then comes the section B, which contains 10 multi selection questions. That means more than one option will be correct and such type of questions will be 10. Important note here is that section B and this section C does not have negative or partial marking. So that's a good news for you guys. And the section C is numerical answer types, in which you have to submit your answer using a virtual keyboard provided on your screens. Again, partial marking or negative marking is not there in the C section. So you see 30 questions out of 60, 50% of the questions does not contain partial or negative marking. So that's a very good point, important point for you, right? So the pattern of examination is simple. Now let's discuss what are few things you need to do and what are not to do, both while preparing and while giving the examination. First and foremost thing while preparation is to evaluate yourself. See, what generally we do is we read a lot, we conceptualize everything, but we forgot to evaluate ourselves. We got overconfident that we know each and everything, we have command on the concept, but you cannot surely say that without evaluating yourself or without solving questions related to that topic. So this is very important. You must evaluate yourself before the real examination, and for that you can do test series. You can solve test series, solve as many questions as you get, and the best way is to get the test series. You can get the test series from various online platforms and you can solve them in your home only, right? So that is important. Next thing while giving the examination is to try to attempt each and every question. See, never miss any question, never leave any question without even seeing it, right? So attempting is very important. आपको आता है नहीं आता है, that is the secondary thing, but first you need to attempt that question. So there are 60 questions, go through all the 60 questions, and that is our third point as well, that quickly go through the question paper. As soon as you start the question paper, quickly go through it and see what questions are easy for you, what might take time, then manage time accordingly. And while doing this go through, you can also answer some of the questions which can be done directly by seeing, right? So I hope there will be 10 to 15 questions as such that you will be doing while just going through the question paper, so that will surely cut out your runtime, right? Next is the revise your responses. Now see, why do we suggest to do this revise? Because see, we everyone we do silly mistakes, right? And the best thing to avoid silly mistakes is the revision, right? Manage your question paper as such that you get enough time to revise it at least for once, right? So that will actually lower your silly mistakes or the chances of getting silly mistakes. So that is important. And there are few things which you must have left in the first attempt, but while revising you might get the concept of that and you can solve that. So revision is really necessary, you must do that. Now what are the things you should not do is, don't leave any topic during proper preparation. This is again from the preparation time, that you should not leave any topic. See, some of us have a tendency of leaving one or two topics and do other topics on their expense or their compensation, but I don't feel that so, because see, you have enough time to prepare for your examination, so why leave any topic? If you find any topic hard or tough, then just don't leave that. At least read some important things about that, some things which have been asked in the previous papers, so that will help you, right? So just don't leave any topic without even seeing that, seeing at it, right? Next thing is, don't leave MSQs and NAT. These are, I'm talking about the section B and section C of your question paper. Why? Because in these sections there is no partial or negative marking, so there is high chance of getting marks out of these questions. Because see, if you do not know how to do that, at least do the negative approach, or basically remove your these options, then you can get to the answer. So try that, but never leave these questions, because there will be no harm in doing wrong in these questions, in this section, right? So don't leave these questions. Last and important thing is, don't do silly mistakes, and to avoid these silly mistakes, best method is to revise your responses. If you have enough time, revise it twice or thrice, but revise your response at least once. That will increase your scores, right? So these are few important things you need to remember while preparing and while giving the examination. Now let us look at the admission process by this JAM examination. Now see, you have given the examination. The first thing coming out is the merit list, right? You'll get your merit list, you'll get your rank. If you qualify the JAM examination, that is, if you get marks above the minimum cutoff, you'll get a merit or a rank, right? Students not qualifying, not clearing the cutoff will not get merit, that's obvious. So you'll get a merit list, right? Based on that, you need to fill a form on the JAM portal only. This is JAM online application process uh, section, right? So you need to apply from this website only, right? And in while filling this form, you need to mention your eligibility requirements and your minimum education qualification, whatever is needed according to the applying institutes, right? Next is the choice of your programs, that is in order of preference, in which institute you want to apply, which course or which program you want to apply. Order should be in your preference, right? So that you'll get the call from that order only, right? And finally, you have to pay a non-refundable processing fees, which is different for categories and different for non-reserved categories, right? Then after doing this, your part is done. Now the institutes or this organizing institute of JAM will one by one release the lists of admission. So there will be in total three lists. First list will be declared, in which few seats will be fulfilled, few will be left vacant, and maybe see, some student get call from two institutes, right? But he cannot get the admission in both the institutes. He will have to choose only one. So in which he does not choose to take admission, that seat will be vacant. So based on that, those vacant seats, a second list will be generated or declared, in which rank wise or merit wise the students will get the call. And finally, even if the seats are not fulfilled, if the seats are vacant even after the second list, then a final third list will be announced, in which all the seats get fulfilled, and if not gets fulfilled, they will remain vacant, but the third list will be the final list, right? So in this manner the seats will be fulfilled and students will get admission in order of their preference, right? So this is very simple admission process of JAM, right? Now let us look at the cutoffs of few previous year papers and let's get some idea about the paper. So see, I have gathered information for last 3 years, so that is enough for us because we get an idea about the cutoffs. So for general unreserved category, this year's 2020 paper was a bit easy, so the cutoff went high. It was 53.01 for general. These marks are out of 100, right? Okay, all these marks are out of 100, but you see in 2019 and 2018 it was very close and somewhere near around 35, right? And if you check the previous year cutoffs as well, 2017-16, the cutoff was near about 35-37 marks only for general, right? So obviously OBC and reserved categories will be lesser than that. So just I'm talking about general here. So you see, you need not to worry about the cutoff. You can easily qualify the cutoff because 35-37 is not a big score. You can very well score these, right? The paper was easy, so of course you could score 53 as well. So you just need to prepare for uh, having idea about these cutoffs, right? So you must know what is the cutoff going on and how much you have to score for getting admission. I'll discuss the closing and opening ranks as well so that you get an idea about the rank on the perspective of rank as well, right? So this was about the cutoffs. Now another important thing which students might not get idea about is the institutes accepting admission from our paper, from geology paper in JAM, right? The code is GG for geology in JAM, right? So there are these 5 institutes giving admission in their 7 programs. So IIT Bombay is giving admission in MSc Applied Geology, which is a 2-year program, right? The degree is MSc. And in IIT Kharagpur, there are 2 programs. First is MSc Geology, then there is MSc Geophysics, right? See, these programs can be clubbed with PhD as well, right? So they can be dual degree as well, but more or less only these 7 programs accept admission from GG JAM examination, right? So you must have an idea about these. So in IIT Kharagpur there are 2 programs, MSc Geology and MSc Geophysics. Then in IIT Roorkee there is MSc Applied Geology. In IIT Bhubaneswar there is one MSc Geology, another is MSc Atmosphere and Ocean Sciences. And finally there is IIT ISM Dhanbad, in which this is a 3-year program, right? This is a 3-year MSc Tech Applied Geology, which is being offered by IIT ISM Dhanbad, right? So these are 7 programs you can fill your preference to while filling up the form for admission, right? So just go through these courses, these programs, and I will also let you know the courses being offered in these programs so that you get an idea and you get to choose which meets your uh, interest of subjects, right? All right, now let's talk about the opening and closing ranks of these accepting institutes, right? So I have gathered this information from the year 2019, right? Because the trend is more or less same for every year, so you need not to worry. You just follow these and get an idea. And also I have taken these ranks for general unreserved category, so you can accordingly uh, approximate the ranks for reserved categories, right? So let's talk about the first IIT Bombay, which is offering one program in applied geology. So the opening rank is 1 and closing is 16. So it has been a trend that toppers toppers follow IIT Bombay, or they prefer IIT Bombay to get admission in IIT Bombay, right? Applied geology. So that's fine. So its opening rank is 1 and 16. And not only IIT Bombay, toppers also prefer IIT Kharagpur geology, which opens at about 4 general rank and closes at about 36. Then, as I mentioned, IIT Kharagpur is offering geophysics as well from the same examination, but the opening and closing ranks are much lower than that of geology. It comes around 80 and closes at around 98, right? All these are from 2019, the exact ranks of 2019, but they might vary, but no, variation is not that much, right? So they are approximately same in every year. Then finally IIT Roorkee is there, which is offering geology 2-year program, in which it opens at 25 and closes at 59 rank. IIT Bhubaneswar Geology opens at 82, closes at 104, and its another course, Atmosphere and Oceanic Sciences, opens at 89 and closes at 109. So they are more or less same. It's based on the interest of students in which program they want to pursue their post graduation, right? So the ranks do not differ very much. Then finally IIT ISM Dhanbad, in which 3-year program MSc Tech is being offered. It also opens at 25 and closes at 73. So all these ranks are based on the interest of students, their interest in subjects these programs are offering. So based on that they get admission in these institutes. Now see, I want to suggest you that do not follow the trend, do not run behind the trend that IIT Bombay is best. I have to go to IIT Bombay, I have to score this rank and all. See, you must look at the course curriculum of each and every institute providing the admission to GG students, so that you get to know the area of your specialization or maybe your interest, where your subjects lie, where your subjects of interest lie, right? So for that I have come up with the courses of these respective institutes as well, so that you need to uh, know about their course curriculum and choose accordingly, right? So for that, let's discuss about the IIT Bombay Applied Geology. So there is this 2-year program, so there are 4 semesters, right? Each semester has around 5 to 6 subjects, including theory and practicals as well. And there is field trips as well in the second or third semester, maybe, right? After second semester, maybe. So, in all, the key courses provided by IIT Bombay in applied geology is structural geology, paleontology, mineral and crystallography, petrology, in which igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, all three are there. Then there is this economic ore and mining geology, geomorphology, remote sensing and GIS, engineering and hydrogeology, and finally geochemistry. So these are key courses. Some other courses not related to geology are there, such as programming and all, which you probably need in your future. So all those are being provided by IIT Bombay Applied Geology. So you need to know about this, that where your subject of interest lies. Now let's look at the IIT Kharagpur Geology, in which the subjects are more or less same, the key subjects, of course, because all these institutes are teaching geology, right? So these subjects are need to be there, but there are few differences such as this geophysics, right? IIT Bombay Applied Geology does not emphasize on geophysics that much, but you'll get that in IIT Kharagpur Geology, where you'll in 1 or 2 semesters we'll study about geophysics, all these methods and all, right? Then there is this paleontology, petrology. In this all three petrologies are there, so rest is the same, right? And again IIT Kharagpur also providing geophysics, in which a detailed geophysics studies are being done, in which all the methods of prospecting such as seismic, electrical, seismology, gravity, magnetic, all these methods are being taught, and of course few subjects of geology as well, which are important from geophysics perspective as well. So those are groundwater engineering geology, remote sensing and GIS. And of course there is well logging on the name of borehole geophysics, and there is this earthquake seismology. So this makes the geophysics IIT Kharagpur complete standout program for post graduation. Then comes the IIT Bhubaneswar Geology, in which again all those basic subjects of geology are there, but you see geophysical techniques are also there in IIT Bhubaneswar, and this important topic, coal, petroleum, and ore geology, is also being taught in IIT Bhubaneswar. So you can choose which institute you want to take admission to, so that you can pursue your post graduation in your subjects of interest. Then this was another program or course being offered by IIT Bhubaneswar, which is Atmosphere and Ocean Sciences, in which you get to know about all the processes related to oceans, Meteorology, of course, remote sensing in GIS is another important aspect of atmosphere and ocean sciences. Then there is air-sea interaction, physics of atmosphere and ocean. So there are a lot, but everything revolves around oceanography and meteorology. So this is a complete different topic from geology, but you get an instinct of geology in this, and you get a touch of geology in this atmosphere and ocean sciences. Then finally, this 3-year program, IIT ISM Dhanbad, which is offering applied geology, in which of course there are these core subjects of geology. All these subjects are there. Geophysics is there, and of course field visits and all. Everything is there. Stratigraphy is there. So you you are getting an idea, right? So what are these subjects? What are minor differences in each of these subjects? So you need not to worry about if you even get the rank such as 100. So you might think that I will not get IIT Bombay and all. So doesn't matter if you do not get IIT Bombay, you will get IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Roorkee, maybe some other IIT. All these institutes are really good, right? And their course curriculum is fantastic. So you need not to worry about that. Just focus on your examination and try to score more so that you get the good rank of your desire, right? So at last, IIT Roorkee, which is offering applied geology, is also offering these core courses: structural geology, geochemistry, stratigraphy, mineralogy and crystallography. Geophysics is also there, petrology, paleontology. All these subjects are there in IIT Roorkee as well. So this was all I wanted to discuss with you guys. So I hope you are making this lockdown period helpful for you and fruitful for you, because you get ample amount of time to study at your homes, right? And in this time of lockdown and in this time of coronavirus pandemic, we are offering our online classes for GATE or NET 2021 and also IIT JAM 2021 from geology. So you can join our batches and study from your home only. You can log on to our website and also contact us on our number provided here. So stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.